Viva la Brundle. Hey guys. So back with American Truck Simulator, and I think on the next episode I'm gonna build a wrecker with you guys. I don't have a Peterbilt wrecker. I do have a W900 wrecker. I'm not gonna be doing that though. What I will be doing is making a haul with my 8V92 powered Peterbilt 359. So, um, again, my favorite mod truck, and the mod itself sounds amazing, like the engine anyways. As you can see, I kept it as pretty bare bones as you could. Single cab, day cab, if you will. That's more the technical term for these in the industry. And rocking 24.5s all around, all steel rims, and just plain Jane 5 or 6 inch stacks, and there are rain guards on those as well, the little flap caps. So yeah, just kept it nice and classy, and let's hook up a trailer to this thing. Trailer manager. Alright, so our truck is in... We're not using that one, so we are in Austin, I think. And dumper... Well, we already did deliver some sand. Let's do... you know, let's haul some equipment. Yeah, let's haul some equipment. Yes, I do really want to. Trailer is attached. We are good to go look up cargo. So now, get back to home and jobs, and we go to cargo market. It automatically detects what trailer you have, so we can adjust to what loads you can pick up and such. And from my last video, these are mod loads for obviously 266,000 pounds. I'm fairly certain the 8V92 only has like 480 horsepower. Nothing crazy, but enough to get the job done. But I don't know, for like 266,000, it's probably going to be real slow to get going. So we're going to try to keep it simple and see what else we can haul here. Mobile stacker. Let's try to be in like the 50 to 60,000 pound range. Excavator, mobile screener, 86,000. We could do a mobile screener now. Try to keep it a little bit of a shorter distance. Definitely don't want that. No, definitely don't want that. I'm only trying to do short trips for you guys, like point A, point B. Not trying to do a multi-episode road trip. I mean, I may do that at some time, but just want to keep it more on the simple side. Log stacker, 119,000. I don't want to go that heavy yet. That's like no distance at all. I think we can work with that. So we're going to be delivering from Phoenix, Arizona to Holbrook, Arizona. So we're going to add this to our GPS, and we're going to remember Phoenix, and we'll fast travel to Phoenix. That way we can drive to the destination, like we did in the last video. Drive to the destination, pick up the load, and deliver the load. Alright, so that is added. The truck's running currently. This thing sounds really nice. The volume is also like up there. Just sounds cool. Alright, so we're hooked up. We have a full tank pretty much, and now we're going to fast travel. Phoenix. Fuck yeah. Alright, so now let's get trucking. I do love how these things just rev so high. And as you can see, this thing is geared fairly low, because I'm in one low right now. We're going to take a left. Yeah, we spawned at a Kenworth dealership. No. Granted, I do have Kenworth trucks. I do love the W900, but Peterbilts will forever be my favorite. Especially from, like, there was a movie I saw when I was young. It was called Duel. It's Steven Spielberg's, like, first movie. I'm pretty sure it was a TV movie when he made it. And it's about a traveling salesman on the back roads of, I believe, Arizona or Utah, Nevada, somewhere in the more desert regions of America. And on the back roads, put the trailer there. Oh, I almost hit him. And the driver encounters a old Peterbilt. I want to say it's a 1954 Peterbilt 261. There were two models that were kind of identical that were used from the movie. It was just an old, ratty-looking Peterbilt with an old matching, or old rather, it's a 1949 model. I think I read somewhere, tanker trailer, and the truck is just spewing smoke. It spews smoke no matter what. Going like 15 miles an hour, it's just spewing smoke. And no, let's go. And the actor in the movie, Dennis Weaver, I don't really remember seeing him in anything else, but he attempts to go around the truck because it's going so fucking slow at first. Because we've all been on the highway, we've been behind some other trucks, and we just want to gun it away from said trucks. So he goes around him, doesn't think anything of it, goes down the road, and the truck ends up riding up on Dennis Weaver's ass. And Dennis Weaver's only driving a Plymouth Valiant, I believe it was. And the truck just barrels right up on his ass. And actually no, so before that, so Dennis Weaver goes around him, but then the truck, so they get to a gas station first, I'm sorry. So they get to a gas station after Dennis Weaver passes them. Then some smaller, narrative stuff happens where his wife, he calls his wife from a gas station, obviously, and lets her know how the truck's going. She didn't tell him about the truck at all. Tell her about the truck, I should say. Whoa, buddy, holy shit. I'm not sure if anybody just saw that. Some dude literally just tried to shove his way into the lane. That was not cool. So, and this is when, gas stations had, full service mechanics that would, pump gas as well. And the guy that was, the mechanic that was checking his car popped his hood and was, it didn't show the engine bay or anything like that, but the mechanic was saying he needed a radiator hose, which that comes in that comes in late in the movie that would bite Dennis Weaver in the ass. But all around, So after Dennis Weaver leaves the gas station, the truck's still there. We never see the driver of the truck. We see his boots. That's it. Dennis Weaver leaves, and it passes some time, and all of a sudden, in the rear view, the truck is barreling up his ass. Like, the thing is just moving. Just crazy fast. It's all like movie tricks, obviously with like videography, but it's pretty cool. There's one line in the movie that it's just funny just being in the industry and hearing it. It says he must be running some souped up diesel, and he's all like flustered and flabby acid, and it's just cool to hear after like being in the industry, and just it's funny. Alright, so we're gonna focus on driving a bit here, and as you saw beforehand, somebody literally like tried to just like literally just move right on into me, and maybe I'm not the best with what's it called? Multitasking. Because I'm obviously trying to pay attention to you guys as well as drive. But yeah. So today, anyways, I'm working on a little Peterbilt, a Model 337. There's a whole bunch of work I got billed for it, and got quoted on, I should say. So ranging from a intake cleaning because of the EGR system on diesels. There's heavy soap accumulation on a lot of the engines nowadays, anyways, and over time, if not properly taken care of, it'll build up enough soot where the engine will just not perform as should. There's so many did not cut me off. But yeah, so I pulled the entire intake off, cleaned all that out, and I had to drop the actuating system, the DOC, DPF, I'd have those sent out and cleaned, and the guy needed brakes all around. So, dealing with that, and doing the rear brakes today, the driver's rear caliper. So these are air actuated calipers, and he had like no pad life left, nothing. It was zero. The pistons were maxed out, and trying to back off on the adjuster. The adjuster snapped off inside the caliper. So, as you can imagine, oh, I missed that. Slow down. So as you guys may imagine, I had a hell of a time. God, I almost ran right into that guardrail. I had a hell of a time getting a caliper off, so I had to take the brake chamber off of it, which it's the canister that fills with air to disengage the park brake, because the park brake is only engaged on a truck from spring pressure, not air pressure. It disengages the park brake from air pressure. So I had to take that off first, and I had to loosen up the bolts. There's 6 bolts that hold these things on. They are massive, and they're all torqued to like 300 pounds of these. So, and on the rears, there's like no room for an air gun, and I have the thing on stands, and there's 100% no room for an air gun now. So I had to break them all free with a large ratchet, and yeah, it's just heavy ass work. Like doing it, so can't really complain. I wouldn't say funny, but one interesting thing I'd say. So my grandmother sent me a postcard. It had to be 8 years ago now. Maybe more, probably 9. 8, 9? No, it's probably 6. Probably 6 years ago now. And it's a quote from Steve Jobs for like a galaxy view. What is this guy doing? With a galaxy view. And the quote says, I can't believe I can't remember, you know, to love what you know. I can't believe I can't remember. It's literally tacked to my door. I see it every day before I leave. I mean, I've gotten to the point now I kind of don't look at it because I understand it, because I do love what I do. So it's kind of ingrained in me, and I understand the message. I just can't think of the words right now. Down to one low. Yes, please slow down for the truck. So, they definitely did. I believe they did a good job with like the cityscapes and stuff. Like, granted, they're covering the entire, like, most of the country, but for the building designs and how everything looks, it's pretty awesome. 4 minutes. No miles left to go, though. So it looks like it's this building right over here. This, compound, if you want to call it that. Down to low high. Swinging wide. Sometimes even without load, I do like to shift each individual gear. It's just one of those fun things, I guess. Because like running through all the gears on your car, if that makes sense. Because when you're driving, you usually shift every single gear. Granted, you can skip gears. That is a thing. Like, that is an actual thing, but you have to do it properly, obviously. Alright, now let's pick up our load. There's our GPS load there, and gigantic job. And back to low high. Cut the post with the trailer. I got to try to. That would not work even if I wanted it to. Alright. Alright, so let's get more over to the building with the trailer. Then we might be able to get that nice big swing. I am going slower just because, you know, better control. Alright, so now let's try going from here. Now, start back on it. So much more convenient when you can see on the outside of the truck, because, yeah, it's cool to do it like this, if you can, but just overall. Okay, maybe I just suck at it. But I do try, and in the first video I did somewhat get it, but I definitely just use the outside. And not only that too, I just like looking at the truck. It's pretty. It looks like we're gonna get a good angle and everything here. So I can probably start cutting the wheel now. Like, granted, it's not pristine, but does not have to be perfect. And we got it. Shut that so we don't have to listen to that. Shut the engine off. And noise. Alright, so now we have 318 miles to go here. Let's see how she takes off. Low, low. Not too easy, but easy enough that he'll make a nice, easy ride. Maybe not on the highway if we need to stop, but he'll make a nice ride. Off downshift. Good thing, good thing blown engines isn't necessarily a thing in this game yet. Anyways, bring home, take left. Also, another cool feature, guys, we have noticed torque twist. Cool feature. So you can see like the actual power going to the ground. It looks like. Jump in there. So I've been to a few states. I've not been to Arizona. I went to New Mexico on my second time. I didn't really appreciate that at all. I have. I did not think I was going to stop that time. And that's what we get for not paying attention to the garage. So the trailer, part of it is hardware. Disgusting to me. It was very easy to notice, by the way, like, they were, like, ripped, like, jeans. Like, he had the same exact ripped jeans the entire time. And just yesterday, like, he put on different pair of jeans, like, light blue jeans that don't belong in a shop. So I asked him, how, like, do you not like uniforms? And they told me about this uniform thing, and I asked him, like, so you wore the same pair of pants, like, since you started? He's like, yeah. And I asked him, did you wash them? He was like, no. I just walked away. I didn't even, like, I put my eyebrows up because I was genuinely, like, yo. So, I just, did not want to deal with that. Funny one. feels like 2 years ago now, something like that. And there was a truck hauling PVC pipe. Didn't think I was gonna make that. There was a truck hauling PVC pipe, and it was a large pipe. It had to be like foot diameter pipe, and it had to be like 12-foot sections, probably longer. And going down the highway, like one of them fell off. He was in the right lane, but one of the pipes fell off, and you could see like some of the straps were loose. So like I ended up calling St. Louis, and I was like, hey, I got this truck, I have a plate number, and I can tell you where he is. I don't even tell him. Mind you, we were coming up from split ways and go from one highway to another, and he went in the right lane, I went to the left lane because I had to go to work. So I was on the phone with them. They were no help at all. They were just saying, good thing. Do you know where he's going? No, I have to go to work. So they were just like, well, thank you anyways. That was really cool. Nothing I can remember about that. Cool. Dropping through. That I ended up selling because I had to get a down payment for a car because I started commuting to work like almost an hour, so I had to do it. The second gens, the first pickup I ever bought was in 1997, 3500. 215 horsepower pump. Bought it from a couple of rednecks up in New Hampshire, and I mean redneck, I can tell you, they're redneck. So they drove down 2 hours with this thing. They drove down with their sick grandma, like apparently that no one could like leave her alone, so they drove 2 hours down. The truck had an idling issue when they brought it down. Didn't tell me about it. It was literally just like an idle screw bump. That was literally it. Throttle features falling off. It was all held on by one bolt. I went on a little test ride with him, and he was talking about how it died. And it died, but literally that's all it was to just fucking fix it. Oh my god, I almost hit that. Holy shit. So that one, I did some mods to that one. I went kind of cheap with it. I didn't really it was my first one getting into them, and I put the 4K governor spring kit into the pump. I went 3 clicks each side, and by clicks, I mean it's the nut that retains the governor springs. It depends, like, how it idles and runs and shit, it'll depend on how tight those screws are. Or the nuts, rather, I should say, and you count clicks because they're notched. But I put those in it. I did not upgrade the valve springs. I went to 3500 and above multiple times, and it took it. I definitely understand it would not have taken it for... Ooh, I'm 6 high. It would not have taken it for that long, and somebody was talking at me. So, I did that. I did changes on it. I changed the transmission fluid. I didn't touch the diffs. It had a 410 Dana 80 and thing. Like, the frame was solid as fuck. The cab was rotten as shit. Like, my floorboard, like, almost non-existent. And, initially, the guy that had it put a dual exit exhaust on the back, which I don't like. I like single exits, personally, for trucks, anyways. And I didn't like the bed stacks. So what I did, I removed all the piping from the bed all the way up to like the split between the cab and the bed. I put a piece of flex pipe, put that up to turned it into an elbow going up through the bed, and I put a big 5-inch stack right there, and I support it with a clamp, and there's a specific like pipe retaining clamp at the bottom from the truck parts, and I just bolted that to the bed. I put one of those rain caps on it. So when I would be like on that road, just like it was just like ting 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 ting. It was fun. The reason I got rid of that, which that thing had just over 200,000 miles. The reason I got rid of that, I had a lead on a 2007 6.7 with G56. I want to say it was G56. It was 2-wheel drive with 80,000 miles on it. It was a single cab, bare bones, roll up windows, like with crank handle windows, and I had a utility like cap on it, and I wasn't gonna use that anyway. So I called the used car place that was posted up. That I was posted up at, and they were telling me, oh yeah, we do out-of-state transactions all the time, this, that, and the other, we deal with your specific state, and da-da-da. Okay, cool. So I'm on the phone with these people every day for a week solid. I let them know the plan, what I'm doing. I let them know I'm getting a down payment this weekend. There was a local like Dodge guy that we have, and just buys Dodges, parts them out, and yeah, he's a good dude. He bought the truck off me, which he made a couple grand off it, I think. Anyways, from what he was telling me, some guys bought it off him whole and put a back of B model body on it. I wish I knew what happened to it, because if that was what they did with it, I'd be so happy with that. That'd be so cool. But yeah, so the day I went to sell the truck, I got the down payment, cash for the down payment. Me and my buddies were going to drive up Saturday. I was going to put down the down payment, fill out the rest of the paperwork, and pick up the truck. Like, put temp tags on it, or trying to put my plates on it, rather, I believe. And, well, I think on this term. But yeah, so the day I sold the truck, and I got a call from the dealer, and they were telling me they don't like they've never dealt with someone out of the state, and I couldn't buy the truck. Like, I could, but they would have to mail me the title. I would have to transfer everything in my state, and that would be hard to do. And so what they put on my shoulder was that they fucked me. Cool. So I did have another 12 valve, but my favorite one I was talking about was a 1998 12 valve, 215 pump, 53 block. I wasn't too worried about that though. I wasn't going to tune anything up crazy. I mean, I might have over time, but it had just over 100,000 miles on it. NV 4500. It was a dump truck with a flat dump. It looked pretty cool. It was looked pretty solid. You wouldn't be able to tell it was a dump. So it initially came to a dealership I started working at years ago. This was like maybe 4 years ago now. And the owners of the company brought it to a Mac dealership of all places to get it looked at and checked out for whatever fucking reason. I don't know why they did. And the guys I was working with, it was literally right around the time I started, it was sitting there. I asked about it, and the service manager told me like it was for sale, and there was all this shit wrong. Like the headlights were rotten out of it. It was blowing blue smoke. Like, mind you, it was very, very light blue smoke. I did not fucking care. The body, immaculate. Frame, not a speck of rot. It was solid as fuck. And I mean, there was some surface rust building, but it wasn't anything to worry about. Nothing, literally. I had a Dana 80 410 Reaper, which the cover looked to be leaking when I initially got the truck. So I had it towed to my place. And I had to towed to my place because it wasn't quite sure at the time. I didn't know, so I had the other truck at the time. So I had to towed to my place, and when I got around to it, popped the cover off, and I was just gonna see nothing crazy. So I popped the cover off, and the bolts that bolt the differential carrier together were literally just blown out. Not gone, they were just blown out and loose visibly, so you could see the whole shank of the bolts, everything. So pulled the diff, and when I pulled the diff, the cross pin, for whatever reason, snapped one of the ears off, and the gears got bound on, and blew apart the case. Like, these bolts completely out of the case. So did not know that when I bought it. And no one said anything. So, so in lieu of finding that, when I sold the truck and I ran into that pickle, I ended up using the down payment money and put into that. So I bought a Dana 80 single wheel disc brake conversion from a 2002 Ram 2500, I believe it was, and it was good to go. So I actually swapped that in. One of my buddies helped me swapping it. That was a fun night. So swapped that in, and I put some single wheels. I went over to that Dodge guy and picked up some wheels, threw it on the back. I left the dually fronts. My plan was dismount the dually adapters and just throw regular wheels on the front, but I never obviously got around to it. I'll have to get over yonder. Yeah, that's what I thought. Word. Oh, okay. I got this. Yep, sorry. Go. Just go. So, pushing the fuel page to 0, pushing that all the way forward, pushing the entire diaphragm, or not diaphragm, the AFC forward, and putting an adjustable boost screw on the AFC. I just closed that right up. I was pushing 35 pounds of boost, and I put glow shift EGT gauges, or EGT and boost gauges in it, and the boost gauge, the EGT gauge rather, so that, I did not upgrade the exhaust when I put everything on. My plan was to do it. I looked up an FBRP, like, whole setup for the turbo back for like $600. And, my AGTs were pushing like 1300 just from like foot to floor, just because like I worked 20. So, that being said, I did upgrade the mirrors. I had the old school steel tripod tow mirrors on it. So I took those off with the upgraded like plastic folded loose mirrors on it. As well as I upgraded the headlights, put some aftermarket clear lens headlights on it, LEDs, super nice. And I even put LED lights, and since it had like the dump like on it, it had this big steel plate that was welded to the frame that had lights like directly in it. So I did it. No, I think I had overhang. So I bought aftermarket like overhang lights that had LEDs in it. And my plan was to swap those out, but I never did obviously. And from where I live, there was a massive tree. And notice what I'm saying was. Is here we go with that. Yeah. So, a big branch had fallen on it a week prior to what happened. And so I parked my truck in the little opposite area of where said branch landed. It was a big fucking branch. So, a bad windstorm came through. And I get up to go to work. It's like 5, 6 in the morning. I get up, I leave the house, and there was this massive tree just sitting on top of the roof of my truck. It did have the steel like dump bed on it, so it had a wall that kind of took a brunt of it and bent the frame, crushed in my A-pillar, and yeah, good time. It sat like that for like 4 days until the landlord got a tree company to come cut it up and take it. But when they finally did, it was sitting back up because the tree was so heavy. Like the front springs and the rear springs were like collapsed on the driver's side because it went more so on the driver's side. So, but the driver's side was not open. I got in through the passenger side. There was glass everywhere. I put the key in the ignition. I could go in and out of it fine. I fired the thing up, started, ran like it always did, and I took it around the block one last time and just rolled some fucking coal. Man. They drove in a straight line too, which is the craziest fucking part of that entire thing. Transmission out, which is all I wanted at the time. And I could keep the rest of the but right after the tree crash, crush, insurance was good to me. I did fully insure the truck. It was only like $13 a month, or it was something along those lines. But insurance paid me out a lot, like a lot. So I ended up buying the first Shem that I was talking about. Trucks. It kind of killed my motivation to work on anything for a while, honestly. Like, it was not that insane, but it was kind of crazy. We have a exit coming up. Signal. I did not signal, like, I want to say like 10 minutes ago. Well, like, probably 2 or 3 minutes ago in reality. But, yeah, no, always signal. Have any suggestions for an engine? There are Detroit 60 series in this game. There's Cummins QSXs, Cummins ISXs, big cams, obviously two-shores, and Caterpillars, and multiple Caterpillars, which I use in the first video as well. I have a 1,000 horsepower C16 I use, and 1,000 horsepower Cummins ISX. Yes, it's an ISX 600. That's one mods from Z mods. A good portion of the engines I have are Z mods engines. Sound fantastic, just like this one. So, alright, let's see if we can park this and unload. I think we'd be able to have that. So, let's go around. Okay. Should we clip the wall? Yeah, we definitely clip the fence there. Sorry. Also, one of the parts people we work with, he messaged in my first, or commented in my first video, and that was kind of funny. He was saying parts were running late, sorry you can't run the game. Oh yeah, we're just hitting shit left and right, super. So you know what, we're gonna take the slow approach once more. We're going to. Yeah, we got that. So yeah, I thought that was pretty funny. Alright, I think we cut way too late, so I think we're gonna have to pull forward one more time. Yeah, we're gonna pull forward. Oh, we got this all day. Maybe not. Alright, so we'll get over a little more. Also, fun fact. Detroit's, two-stroke Detroits anyways, they have a nickname called the Screamin' Jimmy. I have not looked up why it's called the Screamin' Jimmy, but I can only imagine, like, it's screaming. I don't know where the Jimmy came from though. It's a pretty funny nickname for him. I also do have a V12 or 12V 71 Detroit powered Kenworth W900A, which is a different mod. It's not John Ruda's, but it's still it's a pretty cool mod. Alright, so now we're here. And we're gonna unload. And there it is. Yay! We did it. Alright. So, yeah. So that was the equipment haul. And that would do it for this episode. So, next episode, like I was saying, we're going to be building a wrecker. So look out for that. I'm not going to do that tonight. I'm going to see if I can do something else tonight. And, yeah. I will see you guys in the next video. And as always, it's a beautiful day.